This is level 2 of taking attendance for Ogallala Lakota County School District, Pine Ridge Reservation, South Dakota. So in level 1, we learned how to take attendance. In this level 2, we're going to add to that conversation after you take attendance. You're going to tell the student that it's good to see them. So the verb that we're going to use is wayanka. Wayanka. Wayanka means to see something. And so this is the third person form. So when it's used in a sentence, it means he or she sees something. And you'll notice that there is a capital A at the end, and that lets you know whenever you look in the dictionary, in the LLC dictionary, you'll see that there is a capital A at the end of some verbs. That will let you know that it ablats, which means that in the sentence it will switch to an E. So wayanka, to see something. And in our other verb that we learned in level 1, we learned that we had to add wa to that verb to make it I do the verb. So wayanka is a different class of verbs, and so it takes a different conjugation to make it I do the verb. In this verb, it's going to be BL, wamblake, I see him or her. Whenever it's a BL for I do the verb, we're going to flip it out with L to make it you do the verb. And if you notice, the conjugations are in red and they flip out in the same location in the verb. So wamblake becomes wanlaka. You see him or her. So in this type of conjugation and this type of verb, okay, we can't use wamblake because that means I see him or her. We want to use a different verb that means I see you. So this is a different type of conjugation that we have to put in, but you can see that it goes in the same location. So to make wayanka into I see you, we're going to insert the conjugation chi. So it becomes wachianke. And you can see that the stress of the word is on that I. It's not a regular I with a dot. It's a little slant on it. So that's going to take the stress. Wachianke. Wachianke. I see you. So it's different than English because in English, when we're saying I see you, you can see in this example, we have the word I and we have the word you. I see you, and the verb is making it is showing how it's being done. I see you. So the I and the you doesn't change even when we're using I see or you see. But in Lakota, it works a little bit different, so it's just going to take a little bit getting used to. Wachianke, I see you. And like I said, for the regular teachers, this isn't important to teach the students. This is for your own benefit to kind of see how the verbs conjugate. Okay, we're gonna use a word to begin our sentence of saying that it's nice to see you. That word is daya. Daya. And daya, it's used a lot in Lakota, and it has the connotation of meaning like well, good, fine, etc. Now, this T by itself at the very beginning, it's not like a T sound in English. And so it kind of has the same sound as the T's do in the English word water bottle. So if you say water bottle, you'll see that you're not actually pronouncing it as a crisp sounding T. You're not saying water bottle. It kind of has a muted D sound, water bottle. Okay, so that's the sound that T is going to make. Dayan, dayan. So we put those together and it becomes dayan wachianke. It's good to see you. Dayan wachianke. So once again, learn the pronunciation, get the stress correct, use it every day as you're taking attendance. We're just adding to the attendance now. And we're teaching the students how to respond. We're teaching them the phrase to use, but we're not breaking it down. So the important thing is just to get them using the language. Everything else will fall into place as they go along. So it's just important to get everybody using the language as much as possible. Okay, because when you are little, when you were learning English, like people didn't explain, why a certain phrase or a word, and everything about it, how it was broken down, all that stuff. You just heard it, you picked it up, and so that's what we're trying to mimic. Okay, so now this is how we add to that taking attendance. So once again, like in level 1, we started with asking if they are here. So Sarah yahihe. Sarah, are you here? And her response is, wahi. Yes, I'm here. So now we're going to add Dayan wachianke. It's good to see you. And then she will respond with, Dayan wachianke. Yes, it's good to see you. Okay, and you can go down the line just like that. So Frank yahihe. Wahi. Dayan wachianke. Dayan wachianke. Beth yahihe. Wahi. Dayan wachianke. Dayan wachianke. Joe yahihe. Wahi. Dayan wachianke. Dayan wachianke. And if you'll notice on the chalkboard at the very bottom, once you get comfortable with pronouncing out Dayan, it can be shortened in fast speech, and it often is in regular conversation. And it gets shortened to da, da. So once again, we're not pronouncing that T as a crisp T. We're not saying ta, ta. We're saying da, da. And remember our vowels, an A makes the ah sound. So da. And that little N with the little hook on it, that is a nasal N. So that is, it's not pronounced as an N sound. It kind of has the same sound as the N does in pink or wink. All right, so it's just, you can just barely hear it. It's nasalized. So da wachianke. Okay, so that is the end of level 2. So now we know how to take attendance and we know how to say it's good to see you. So once you have level 1 down and you've moved on to this level, then make sure you have these first 2 levels down really well before you move on to level 3, and we'll add to it again.